We are in the Sierra Mountains, California. Not for fun, but in search of Bigfoot. Reporter Torben Rath is sure that the mystical ape creature does not exist, but 25 Bigfoot fans would like to convince him otherwise.
Do you hear that?
I can't explain it.
Time for the adventure's grand finale. The plan? Robert and Matt will lead the group into the forest at night. There, they will try to lure Bigfoot out and then film it.
I'm incredibly excited because we're really going out now to look for Bigfoot here in the dark. And because of that, I'm terrified.
We've brought the right equipment to do this. An infrared camera, because the hunt takes place without any light so as not to frighten Bigfoot.
You guys ready? All right, let's do that.
Off we go into the darkness. The participants have to keep their eyes and ears open from now on. Can they hear Bigfoot running through the woods? Or even make out its rutting cry? We are also looking for Bigfoot's glowing eyes, which you can supposedly see glowing red or green in the dark. For hours we creep through the woods. Again and again we stop to listen. And, Torben, have you heard or seen anything suspicious yet?
Nothing at all.
No problem. The Bigfoot hunters have another secret weapon, a thermal imaging drone. The plan? The ground troop lures Bigfoot out and the drone films him. This works because the flying camera picks up body heat, which makes living creatures stand out from their environment. All living creatures. To carry out the plan, the group splits up. Matt leads some of the hunters to the river. We accompany Robert to the clearings we investigated during the day. Then it's time to use the first trick, the Bigfoot knock.
We would knock. We will knock once or twice, depending, 3 times, some people do, and see if we get a return knock. It's a way of communication, we believe.
That's what the pros want to imitate, and then expect a response from a real Bigfoot. Nothing.
We're trying our best here, but somehow the Bigfoots aren't playing along.
Maybe because there is no Bigfoot around right now. Or maybe it's because he doesn't exist. But the hunters don't give up. After all, they want to see Bigfoot and thus convince us of its existence. So on we go through the night. By now, the group has been walking for 4 hours. Time to force their luck. Time for the ultimate secret weapon, the Bigfoot scream. If there's a Bigfoot nearby, it can't help but answer. At least, that's the theory. Real tension. The group is seriously expecting a response. But whatever we attract with the cry, according to all scientific evidence, it is not a Bigfoot. According to experts, the hunters' nighttime Bigfoot sightings are mostly nothing other than very real bears.
Maybe there is a Bigfoot here, but there are quite definitely mountain lions, bears, snakes, scorpions. It feels... I wanted to say it doesn't feel good, but actually it just feels terrible.
Our cry goes unheard, not a sound in reply. Then suddenly excitement. Robert has noticed something, right near the group.
There's something there. There is something.
Highest alert for the Bigfoot searchers. The next steps now need careful planning.
What's going on here? Well, he saw something on the side. I didn't see anything. I don't know. I'm just scared. Excited. I don't know, but I'm definitely nervous.
The group searches the surroundings in great excitement. Time for the Joker.
We do have the drone.
The camera flies around the group trying to pick up thermal signatures. Nothing.
You see anything?
No, but something stepped off and it crunched.
Again, nothing definite.
It goes in waves here. Suddenly it's all action, is something there, and then no, nothing. And I get all carried away, and then there's nothing there again. I'm disappointed at first, but then I realise, good, it is Bigfoot we're looking for after all.
Torben's given up. He and Robert have found no evidence, not even the slightest clue. But there is still Matt's group, who were out by the river, and apparently there was a lot more action there.
Way off in the distance, I heard what was like a moan. Ooh, wait, like 4 times.
So what do we think the howls were?
Let's watch it.
Yeah.
The only thing that does the long sustain howls like that. That cows don't do that. Coyotes go. Coyotes don't sound like that. They don't do the. That's the signature of the Sasquatch. It's like a siren.
And that's not all. The other group even looked Bigfoot in the eye.
And we actually saw right through here a red light come through right here, stop, and then it was right here. And then Chris heard a noise. So Nicole and I looked over there and we saw a red light over there. I can't explain it.
Supposedly Bigfoot's glowing eyes. Such a shame it happened away from our camera. Even though experts repeatedly point out that the sounds could be from other animals and that the glow is often reflections, the group doesn't care. They celebrate the night as a success. And Torben?
Almost everyone heard or saw something tonight, except for me. On the one hand, it's a bit suspicious somehow that the TV journalist doesn't hear anything. On the other hand, maybe I'm just unlucky. Whatever it is, I don't like it.
Torben is disappointed. And tour leader Robert? Not only could he not convince us, he missed all the action just like we did.
This is another part about Bigfooting that I enjoy. It's the fresh air, especially at night. It's the darkness, and you get to see 1,000, million stars, which is, you don't get to see that in a big city.
So ultimately, this adventure is not just about Bigfoot and finding evidence, it's also about enjoying life together out in the wild outdoors.
Okay, I definitely didn't see a Bigfoot. I didn't even see a real trace of one. But I can understand very well why they all come back here every year, because it's such a lot of fun. And let's face it, when else would you go creeping around this beautiful landscape all night if not on a Bigfoot hunt?
So, in the midst of this idyllic setting, even Torben is satisfied. And if Bigfoot really is hiding around here somewhere, we can now understand why.